Good evening and welcome to the Weekly Voice, presented by VNN, bringing you today's top 10 Canadian news stories on April 28, 2025. Let's get started. Peel Regional Police have made a breakthrough in a major auto crime investigation. Officials have arrested 29-year-old Jagmeet Singh in connection with a 2023 break and enter at a Brampton luxury vehicle rental company. Two high-end vehicles, including a Rolls-Royce valued at over $750,000, were stolen and later exported overseas. A second suspect, 26-year-old Nikhil Sidhu, remains at large. Investigators urge anyone with information to come forward. It's the latest move in Peel's ongoing crackdown on international auto theft rings. Bloc Québécois. Leader Yves-François Blanchet isn't holding back. In a fiery campaign stop, he called Canada an artificial country, arguing Quebec has no true bond with Ottawa's institutions. His remarks come as the federal election heats up and nationalist tensions grow. Facing a tough race against Liberals and Conservatives, Blanchet is betting hard on Quebec's sovereignty to rally voters, but critics warn his divisive rhetoric could further alienate Quebec's role in a unified Canada. NDP Leader Jagmeet Singh is standing by his decision to prop up the Liberal government over the past 2 years. Speaking in Toronto, Singh said preventing a Conservative majority under Pierre Poilievre was worth the criticism. Singh pointed to achievements like national dental care and pharmacare, saying Canadians are already benefiting. Still, critics argue his cooperation blurred the lines between the NDP and Liberals, an issue that could cost Singh critical votes in these final campaign days. National security concerns are back in the spotlight. A 32-year-old Ontario man has been arrested for allegedly trying to leave Canada to join a terrorist organization abroad. Details are scarce due to a publication ban, but RCMP confirm the suspect remains in custody following a Brampton court appearance. The arrest comes after a major investigation involving several federal security agencies. Authorities stress that safeguarding against extremist threats remains a top priority. AI is everywhere these days, but can it replace real estate agents? A new test says not quite. A Kelowna agent tried asking several AI platforms to price one of his listings, and the results were mixed. One AI misidentified the home's neighborhood, another couldn't even give an estimate. While AI showed some promise, experts say real-world market knowledge and negotiation still make human agents irreplaceable, especially in today's fast-changing housing market. A new national poll shows strong support for Canada's foreign home ownership ban. Research Co. found 76% of Canadians backed the restrictions, with high approval across political and ethnic lines. The ban, extended until 2027, targets concerns over housing affordability. Many Canadians also want immigration levels tied to housing targets. Trust remains low in private developers, with more confidence placed in governments and non-profits to deliver affordable homes. As housing remains a top election issue, this poll sends a clear message. Canadians want action to keep homes accessible. Pierre Poilievre is sounding the alarm in the final stretch of the election campaign. In Halifax, the Conservative leader warned Canadians that re-electing the Liberals would plunge the country into despair, citing higher costs, lost dreams of home ownership, and worsening economic conditions. Poilievre also promised to scrap the electric vehicle mandate, calling it a Liberal ban on driver choice. Meanwhile, internal reports suggest his own riding could be tighter than expected. With just days left, Poilievre is framing the election as a fight for affordability, freedom, and a new direction. Brampton City Council has voted against allowing Stand for Canada lawn signs, citing worries over visual clutter. Instead, officials are encouraging residents to show patriotism by flying Canadian flags. The decision comes despite support for the signs as part of a buy local campaign against U.S. trade pressure. Councillors argued that relaxing sign rules could open the door to more unwanted signage. For now, Brampton's strict regulations remain in place, with city leaders emphasizing cleaner streets over adding more signs, even patriotic ones. A Guatemalan woman living in Detroit is facing deportation after a wrong turn onto the Ambassador Bridge toward Canada. Stopped at the toll plaza, she and her 2 young daughters were detained by U.S. officials for nearly a week. The case has drawn national attention, with critics slamming U.S. customs practices and warning about due process erosion. Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib is now calling for reforms at northern crossings. Immigration advocates say families should not face life-altering consequences for simple navigation errors. Ontario Premier Doug Ford has issued a stark warning about Donald Trump's growing threat to Canada's economy. Speaking at the Canada Growth Summit, Ford said Trump wants to destroy Canadian manufacturing and auto sectors, adding that Trump's tariff threats could cost Ontario up to 500,000 jobs. His remarks align with Liberal leader Mark Carney's message that this election is crucial for standing up to U.S. pressure. As Trump's influence looms large, Ford's comments highlight a rare moment of cross-party concern over Canada's future economic security. That's all for today's top stories. Thank you for joining us on The Weekly Voice, presented by VNN. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.